Hey guys, what is going on? It is the Naughty Investor here. I hope everyone is having a great day. I am. So today we have a news story about a man from Grimsby who wants to sell his house exclusively for Bitcoin. But before we get into that, I did just want to go over the market today and just review how everything has done so far today and how everything's going. So here is the market today. And we have Bitcoin up 0.32%. I think we're going to be going for that 6K pretty soon. I don't want to put a time date on it. But I think definitely by Christmas time we will easily be at 6K if not more. The only possibility of that not happening is if there is a major correction, and if there is a correction we'll probably be dipped down back to 5K. But I think we're not going to undergo any big corrections until next year, but I think overall for next year we're still going to be in the green, right? So I think for the end of this year, I think we're going to continue up to 6K, if not even more. Next year, I think we're going to, for Bitcoin, I think we're still going to end next year positively, but we might experience a couple corrections of, 10, 15, 20%, which there's nothing bad about having corrections. An asset, of course, does have to correct occasionally to have profit taking occur and to have a stable price where it doesn't look like it's in a bubble. So Bitcoin, I'm very much bullish on. I think Bitcoin has a bright future. Ethereum also is just under $300, 297, up 0.28% today. Again, I said in my last video, it's having trouble getting past the middle 300s, the low to middle 300s. I think it was at like 340 if I recall correctly, and it dipped back down to this, and that it was at 340 a couple weeks ago. But I think it's having some trouble getting past this 300 now. But I think once we have some more ICOs come out, it will help boost up that demand. If we have a couple more successful ICOs of course are emerging quite a bit. I might put out an ICO video tomorrow, but hold on for that. I might wait a little bit longer. So Ethereum, I think we're gonna hit 300 pretty soon because we're basically there. I mean, we only have to get up a couple more dollars. It's not that bold of a prediction. Hey, we're gonna go up $2 more or $3 more, right? But Ethereum, I am very bullish on, of course, because it's very good for ICOs, and ICOs are very good for it. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. ICOs help Ethereum, Ethereum helps ICOs. So now we're going down to Ripple XRP, down 0.16%. Now, XRP has been having some trouble as of late getting back its momentum that it had. Probably what it was 2 weeks ago, a week ago. We had a big surge for a day or two, and then it started dipping down a little bit. XRP definitely needs to stimulate some demand, and I think the demand will be coming next year. That is why I put out my video why Ripple will surge in 2018, not 2017. 2018, I don't think we're going to see XRP go up too much by the end of this year, because of course we only have a few months left. But by the end of next year, while all these decisions start to mature that Ripple has been making, such as moving their offices and stuff overseas into India, those things I think are going to take time to mature. But when they do mature, I think we're going to see big boosts in XRP. And the reason for that is because if Ripple starts getting into those economies and people start using XRP to transfer money, and of course I've said in my previous video from I think probably 10 videos ago, that India is a huge thing for remittance, which is basically people sending money back to the country. And if they start using Ripple and XRP for that, it could be huge for the price. We could see maybe even double in price, depending on how much demand is there. And it depends on how these decisions go over time and how they mature. But I think we will see 2018 a strong year for XRP, 2017 not so much. So that's what I think about XRP. It's a long-term investment. Bitcoin Cash is up almost 10% today. Bitcoin Cash was one of those things a lot of people wrote off, and they kind of just ignored it. And I'll admit, one of those people was sort of me. Not that I wrote it off per se, but I never really covered it that much. Just I wasn't that interested in it. I kind of ignored it, but I was never against Bitcoin Cash. I never said, hey, Bitcoin Cash sucks. I never said that. All I've said is I prefer normal Bitcoin. I'm not going to really move any money into Bitcoin Cash at this time. It doesn't make sense for me. But Bitcoin Cash has been having a good couple weeks. As you can see on the chart right here in the past week, it goes up quite a bit. We're up 10 10% for the day though, and for the week we're up quite a bit more. So Bitcoin Cash is doing well. Litecoin is down 1%. Nothing big happening there. Litecoin, I think, is a very stable investment, though, as far as I think it definitely is going to hit 100 within a few years. And the reason I'm saying that is because as you know, Litecoin is one of the earliest, not the earliest, but Litecoin really got a will rise as Bitcoin rises. And that sounds weird to some people, but here's the reason why. As Bitcoin rises and people start looking more into Bitcoin, one of the top cryptos they're going to look at for an altcoin is Litecoin. Of course, they're going to look at Ethereum. Of course, they're going to look at XRP and Bitcoin Cash. But Litecoin is still in the top 5. A lot of people write Litecoin off as this, as this ugly cousin cryptocurrency. It's a top 5 crypto right now. It is doing pretty well. It's at almost $55 per coin, which isn't horrible. So Litecoin, I think I think Litecoin has potential. I do own a little bit of Litecoin, not a ton. Of course, we have BitConnect down here, which do not invest in, and that's all I really want to cover for today as far as for the market goes. Now, I do want to get into the news stories. Let's get into that. If you have enough Bitcoin, you can buy a house in Grimsby, is a title by Adam Smith. Hey, Adam Smith, you wrote The Wealth of Nations, I think. Inside joke. Global Bitcoin users have been given the chance to buy a house with their cryptocurrency, but there is one snag. It is in Grimsby. Sean Atkinson, hope I'm pronouncing that right, is offering his humble abode for 18 Bitcoin. It's a lot of Bitcoin, and is even given the property a lick of paint to attract potential buyers. The 49-year-old had the idea after seeing several high-end properties selling for Bitcoins. He said, why not a terraced house in Grimsby? The freelance artist who advertised his house on his website thinks Bitcoin is a better bet than having his money tied up in sterling. I kind of have to agree with him. I don't know that much about the sterling real estate market or Grimsby, but I do know, of course, that Bitcoin is going to have a big 2018, and I think it's going to have Bitcoin is going to keep going up. That's what I think I go into this in so many different videos. I don't want to get into it here, but I think real estate is good too to own, but from the looks of this article, it seems like this isn't the best real estate market. He said, for me, it seems like a much better long-term investment. He is absolutely correct. Has this guy been watching my YouTube channel? Is this guy a subscriber? What's his name? Atkins or whatever? Sean Addington. Are you my subscriber on YouTube? Because it seems like it. Have you been watching my videos? It seems like it. All right, so yeah, he said it's a much better long-term investment. Unfortunately, I can't do the entire sale in Bitcoin due to the process I have to go through with my solicitor, which means there is also a cash payment required of 100. I think that's euros, or is that pounds? I don't know that much about. Oh yeah, that is pounds. That's pounds because this is the UK. That's what I originally thought, but then I got confused because I don't know. He added, it's been a family home and a shared house lived in by several artists. We are currently making it Magnolia and white ready for new owners, although get in touch quick if you want any of the wall and ceiling art leaving. That sounded very awkward coming out of my mouth, but it was even more awkward reading it. I am going to put this article in the description if you want to check it out. So yeah, we have a guy in freaking Britain or whatever, UK, however you want to say it, who is trying to sell his house in Bitcoin, which is a pretty neat thing. I think we're going to see more of this, guys. That's my prediction, not just in the UK, but in the US and in other countries. We're going to see more people trying to sell large properties and large assets for Bitcoin, because as Bitcoin performs more and more, it just makes sense. If they're going to have an investment, they're going to want an investment that performs, and Bitcoin performs. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, links in the description, help support the channel. And yeah, that's it. Have a great day, guys.